You look at it, sir, you're gonna go to the in-depth desk after the Twitter, or during the package for Panthers, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
And then we
I'll
have
be
Twitter,
back.
and then you're at the desk.
I'll be back at the desk for the B block, because I've got to live introduce Mike versus Mike.
Correct.
30.
30.
Fifty.
Alright, so the cold open is in 1, videos in
10.
2, sound in 3. 10,
5, 4, 3.
2, 1,
Huey.
cold opens up.
Coming up right now on the Chevrolet Sports Night, it's a Friday feel good for a lot of reasons, but one of the biggies, our first full football weekend almost here. Well, Alter Ego's here with service to break down the Panthers Week 1 meeting with the Raiders as we reintroduce you to Mike Williams, Mike Plus. College football Saturday promises to be full of surprises across our state. We'll get you prepped for each matchup as well as make some picks. And high stakes abound elsewhere in the sports world as well, including highlights of the thriller in the NBA bubble coming up. The Friday Feel Good, right here, right now. It's the Chevrolet Sports Night.
This is
Stand
the
by.
Chevrolet Sports Night.
And you're
Well, hello there, friends. Welcome into your head to the weekend edition of the Chevrolet Sports Night here on Spectrum News 1. I am Mike Solarte. So glad you could join us for the next half an hour. We will get you caught up with day and night in the world of sports. Look ahead to the weekend and hopefully put a smile on your face as well. We'll start things off with the Carolina Panthers. Their Week 1 injury report is out, and guard Dennis Daly is the only player ruled out as he's been
Video
with
in 2
an ankle
next.
issue. Meanwhile, Michael Schofield will start in his place on the offensive line. 2 other injuries of note: quarterback Stanley Thomas Oliver and defensive end Stephen Weatherly listed as questionable, both players dealing with a hamstring issue.
Choose
Now,
up.
much has been made of the Panthers roster and all the turnover, 28 new faces on the team. Plus, you've got a new coaching staff and lost out on first-year practice opportunities due to COVID-19. Still,
Sound
running
in
back
3
Christian
next.
McCaffrey feels pretty
I'm
confident
putting
in the group of people who hit the field with Sunday.
Video on the monitor in
Las
1.
Vegas Raiders.
Sounds up.
I look around and I don't think there's something you don't have, and that's exciting as a player, but it's also,
Yeah.
you know, the NFL, everybody has talent, and we look around our team and know that we have so much talent.
Video on 1 is in the monitor.
But it's just going to be, you know, that's why they call it any given Sunday. The team that plays the best on Sunday is the team that's going to win. So I believe in our guys, and I'm really excited to be going with this team because I definitely think we can be very good.
You're up.
Well, Panthers quarterback Teddy
That should be
Bridgewater was
two.
the starter
Yep.
for the Minnesota Vikings when he suffered a devastating knee injury during training camp. in
Pack is next in
2016.
2.
While able to recover, he spent most of the past 3 seasons as a backup. Our own Jason Brown has Teddy B's story on how he revived his career and was tagged by the Panthers to succeed Cam Newton under center.
If there was any doubt whether Teddy Bridgewater could still be an effective NFL quarterback, 2019 erased those questions. In 5 starts filling in for an injured Drew Brees, Bridgewater led the Saints to a 5-0 record,
We're gonna have
throwing 9
Twitter.
touchdowns to just 2
Putting a
interceptions.
VO in
It was
3.
likely enough to
Sitting.
convince the Panthers to sign Bridgewater
Yeah,
to a
he's going to
3-year,
the desk now.
$63 million contract this summer after the team parted ways with Cam Newton. Now, 4 years after a devastating knee injury threatened
So
his
we'll have
career,
Twitter and then him at the
Bridgewater will
desk,
again be a
and
starting
then a
quarterback
video in
Sunday
3.
against the Raiders.
I haven't really thought about the opening day, you know, starting and all of that. Honestly, I'm just excited, man, that, you know, we get to go out and display all of our hard work.
1 minute lift and pack.
It's been a grind all camp. I'm excited for this team, bunch of guys eager to make a name for themselves in this league, make plays in this league, and help this organization win football games.
While Bridgewater would rather deflect the focus to the team, he's already made an impression on his new teammates.
I'm extremely excited for him. I think everybody is. Just what he's been through and the resilience that he's showed throughout his career. Obviously dealing with that injury and a couple injuries, I guess.
30
Coming back
seconds
and
left.
continuing to fight. It's a guy that you want to fight for as well.
Once I step foot on between those white lines, like, everything outside of the white lines don't matter. You know, it's a 3-hour window, sometimes 4-hour window where I can really just focus on just one thing. That's the common goal of the team. And I'm in paradise when I'm doing that.
For Bridgewater,
10.
paradise begins at 1 o'clock this Sunday with the Panthers. Jason Brown,
Stand by.
Spectrum News 1.
Twitter's up.
All right, Jason, thank you very much. Twitter poll tonight, which NFL head coach sports the best facial hair? It's Friday, we do goofy polls on Friday because we're going to the weekend. Andy Reid, Bruce Arians, Mike Tomlin, and Matt Patricia at @sports_9 is where you vote, comment, throw a follow. We'll stay clean and green. We'll get to the results later on in the show. Let's go to the college game. A lot to look forward to on Saturday, especially if you cheer for the old gold and black.
Video
Wake
three
Forest is
next.
set to host ESPN
South will
College
be in
Game
one.
Day for the first time ever, with Chris Paul lined up to make an appearance as their guest picker. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, students and fans won't be able to attend the experience or the Deeks Clash with top-ranked Clemson in person, but the university has made arrangements for students to take part virtually and in their cars as well. The hosts of the show are enjoying their time in Winston-Salem despite the circumstances.
Okay, Suns up.
I think there's usually an energy and excitement for the
Putting a
show
video
to be here, and
link
it
to
usually
that'll be
manifests
next.
itself with a huge crowd. Hopefully the drive-in promotion that they're doing tomorrow and the virtual thing that we're doing all season long on College Game Day,
And
they'll be
South
able
will be in
to
3.
join us that way and showcase that excitement. We're happy to be here. We're really happy to see this started, and we
Stand
want
by.
fans to take part in the best way that they can.
It's up.
Well, Wake is the only team looking for a top 10 upset in their debut. Duke opened the party like it's 2016 when they visited 10th ranked Notre Dame. They'll do so with brand new quarterback under center in Chase Bryce. Clemson transfer hasn't started the game since high school. That doesn't mean he hasn't seen the field.
Stop,
He
three
ran more than
next.
1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns while backing up Trevor Lawrence. Now feels ready to step into the spotlight.
Because I treated those games like I was a starter.
It's gonna be on camera next.
And when I went in, I wanted to do well. I wanted to keep the offense
Super out.
alive and score points. That mindset hasn't really changed in going, transferring to Duke. I'm really excited. I think it's a great opportunity for Duke.
Wiping
and our
UNC
offense,
football next?
to go out there and
We're not
try
going
to-
to
That's the right
camera?
video.
Video is
There
up.
it is.
North Carolina is expected
Heels.
by many to handle Syracuse
They have a
Arrow. The
background
Yards are hard to
song.
scout these days
2.
because they're trying
Okay.
to move and target. 3 Syracuse players, including
That'll
their
be in
top 2
2.
running backs, opted out just this week.
I'm sorry, I thought there was something.
Primarily on themselves in practice, trying as best they can to simulate a true game atmosphere.
Sound in 2 is up.
What we've done is we've put our best against our
Alright,
best
Cam is
every
next.
day
Okay.
to make sure
Thank
that
you.
they get challenged. So we haven't worried about their confidence, we haven't worried about, he's gonna get his head down because he's getting beat too much. We're saying you're playing against a really good player.
He's gonna go to
every
Randy
day.
during one of these
So
next slots.
that should
Yeah.
better prepare you for Saturday.
He's up.
Charlotte 49ers opened their season in Boone Saturday,
Putting a
facing
BO
Appalachian
in
State. It's
3.
marked the 3rd straight season these programs have met, but Charlotte head coach Will Healy says don't call it a rivalry just yet. Why? Well, the Mountaineers have won both meetings in the series, but Will Healy's team fought their way back into last year's game, eventually falling 56-41. Healy sees the climb his program faces and knows there's one really nice way to take
Shots
big steps.
in 1. It's up.
We were still picked 3 and 7 and dead last in our conference. And
Video
for
in
good
2
reason.
next.
We've had one winning season in the history of our program. We're still 21-point underdogs to Appalachian State at their place, an FBS versus an FBS group of 5 game. So we're still not anywhere close to having respect. And in my opinion, to gain respect, you gotta go beat one of these big boys.
It's up.
The Mountaineers hope to do a better job keeping quarterback Zach Thomas upright on Saturday. Last year against Charlotte, Thomas was sacked
Okay.
3 times. The Mountaineers
Putting a
believe
slot
the
in 3.
49ers still have plenty of other quality pass rushers coming up on us.
It's up. Go to the array.
Great players coming back this year too that can create the same kind of disruption up front. And so, it's my job as center to set the protection and get us in the right place to be successful. So just studying film and really getting in the film room this week to kind of diagnose where that pressure's coming from.
He's up.
All right, the NBA bubble has seen 2 Game 7 so far in these
Video
playoffs.
in
Both
1.
were decided by a single basket. The defending champion Toronto Raptors have fought and clawed to get to this point against Boston. Perhaps another nail biter in the making. Well,
Video's up.
it'd be hard to top an epic double overtime finish in Game 6. Early, it looks like Boston would run away with it. Marcus Smart lines up a triple. Cavs
Video will be in 2 next.
nothing. Celtics run. Hold on. Fred VanVleet get warm. Bang, sets and fires. Takes the Raps to lead at the end of 1. Transition offense for Boston. Smart gonna lob it up. Jason Tatum going way up. to throw it down, 11 first half points for the Duke product. Then Kemba Walker doing Kemba Walker things. Pull up. That's a 15-2 Celtics run. Boston up 50-46 at the break. LA Clippers
Video's up.
looking to close out the Denver Nuggets in Game 5. Clips franchise has never reached the conference finals in its 50-year history. They were in control over Kawhi Leonard beating Paul George triple in the second quarter.
Putting a
26.
video in 3.
Then Leonard's going to take it himself this time. Sky for the Flash had 36. Clips led by 12 at the break and as many as 16 in the second half.
hockey.
But the Nuggets refused to go quietly. Nikola Jokic, deep triple, part of the 19-6 burst for Denver's first lead.
We're gonna go
Under 90
directly to
play.
the video in 3
Denver trying
next.
to hang on. Michael Porter Jr. steps up a big shot there. Denver lives to fight another day. 111 to 105. From the ice, Tampa Bay and the New York Islanders Game 3 Eastern Conference Final. Lightning goaltender Andre Vasilevsky has a pad malfunction.
Oh, man.
Play does
Camera
not
next.
stop. Cal Clutterbuck does not have a malfunction. Beats him upstairs. 1-0 Isles. That's
And
Brett
I'm
Cullen
putting a
in
VO in
Tampa looking to tie it. Mikhail Sergey got full slick backhander upstairs with a tie in
And
that
Star will
second
be
period. Islanders
in
find some
2.
life. Adam Pellick stepping into the circle, wristed one from the dot, 2-1 Isles. They led 3-1 under goal from Anthony
We got
Mobilier.
Courage and
They
then
made it
Jesus.
3-2.
Okay.
Tyler Johnson tied it. And moments ago, Brock Nelson gave the Islanders back the lead. It is a ping pong game in the Edmonton Garden. 4-3 Islanders now with about 2 minutes to play.
He's up.
North Carolina Courage will have a nationwide audience on Saturday as they open the NWSL Fall Series against
Video in
the
1.
Cup winners of Houston Dash.
What's up?
Courage got a taste of playing with no fans out in Utah. It will stay that way for the time being.
Saw it next in 2, and I'm putting the
Won't
tease
have
video
nearly the
in
firepower
3.
that they usually do, thanks to opt-outs and short-term transfers. Still, it's an exciting time for the NWSL to be able to raise the
Sound in 2.
profile and showcase its players on national TV.
Is up.
What they've done for our league is incredible, both in Utah and now to set this up
Cheese
and
snacks.
enable us to play in our own communities and stuff. And, you know, again, you're not connecting with fans, but it's certainly different when you're playing at home, you're on local TV and people can get into the game and watch the team play. And I think people just want to see the team play, want to watch women's soccer again. And
Is up.
We need to take our first break in the action. Still much more to get to on the program. Twitter poll is up asking you which NFL
There we
head
go.
coach has the best face sweater. Friday night poll. Andy Reid, Bruce Arians, Mike
Tease video
Tomlin,
will
Matt
be in
Patricia,
3.
and at sports_night to vote, comment, and follow. On the other side, the last time the Raiders came to Charlotte, they were Oakland's Raiders and Santa Claus was in the house. It was 2012, and when we return a gift for you, we break down
Stand
the
by.
games with Raiders with our expert analysts.
And in 3, 2, 1, take it, Master.